Hey, from Conversion Pipeline. Today we're going to be continuing our work on getting some analytics set up on this website. Client came to us without analytics set up after a new website launch, and you can see this is a nice new website. Everything looks nice and fresh content and all that good stuff, but there's no analytics on the site. So our first step was just to get it done real quick, and in a previous video we showed you how to go into the back end of the site and get analytics set up by just dropping the Google Analytics script onto the theme file. Again, with all the proper precautions to make sure you put it in the right place and know how to do a backup from restore if you need to, and all that good stuff, with all the usual cautions about modifying a theme file in a live site. Please make sure you follow those good caveats there. But what we want to do is we don't want to use Google Analytics directly installed on the site. It's much better to use Google Tag Manager. And what Tag Manager is going to do is it drops one little bit of code on the site, and then anytime you have another script that needs to be installed, you don't have to monkey around with theme files. Instead, you can just go over to your Google Tag Manager account and add the script there, and it will automatically populate on your site without having to risk, modifying a theme file or something like that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get rid of this Google Analytics script from the website. I'm just going to take it off. And instead, I'm going to set up Google Tag Manager. I'm going to basically replace this with Tag Manager Container. And that's the only one I'll have to add directly to the site. Then, moving forward, I can just add scripts to Tag Manager. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. So I have logged into the site, and I found in the theme header.php file by going to Appearance Theme File Editor, and I clicked on theme header.php, and the Google Analytics code is installed right here. And I am just copying the entire thing and boom, just deleting it. Just getting rid of it and make sure I didn't copy any other characters. And again, making sure that we take all those precautions. I do not recommend that you go in and start modifying your theme files in a live site. I'm doing this for educational purposes, try to help you out if you run into a bind and you need to know how to do some of this stuff. Please make sure that you can back up your site from your hosting before you start doing anything, especially if you're doing it on your live site. So with all that aside, let's go over and figure out how to get Google Tag Manager set up on the site. I'm gonna flip over to Google Tag Manager, and I set up a workspace. I just created the account, and right when I created the account, the very first thing that happens is this pops up. So you can see it says install Google Tag Manager, and we need to get this code right here in this top window into the head section. The snippet has been copied into the head section of every page of the website. So I'm going to go back over to our theme files, and over in theme header.php, that same file we're working with, I'm going to put it in the same place I just removed the old Google script from. So I just went to the very last line here in the head section, right before the closing head tag, and I'm just gonna drop that code right in. I just pasted it in there. There are no extraneous spaces or anything like that, and I'm going to update the file. Second part is there's another piece, and this has to go immediately after the opening body tag. So the opening body tag just sets off the header from the body. So I've copied that to the clipboard, and I'm going to go back into the exact same file because this file is on every single page of the website. And I'm just going to go to a different section. You can see the opening body tag right here. And I'm just going to put my cursor there, do a hard return to the next space, and drop that tag right in. And it should just sit there really benign, just do its thing. So I just updated the file. And of course, I think this is the third or fourth mention in this short video. Make sure that probably shouldn't do this in a live site, but if you do, make sure you can get to a restore very quick and easy, which you can do with WP Engine. So I've got that installed. I'm going to go back and hit OK, and then I'm going to install the Google Analytics tag here. So what I'm going to do is go into tags and then new, and I'm going to go to analytics. I'm in the analytics account, go to admin, and then tracking info in the center column, tracking code. I'm going to grab my code right here and copy it to the clipboard, go over to Tag Manager, and I'm going, now you can choose to enter this in. You know what? it's easier just to hit custom HTML and boom, you're done. I'm going to name this, hit save. Add a trigger, and I'm going to hit all pages and then save it. So now that's in there. Whenever this page loads, it's going to load the Google Analytics, the Google Tag Manager container, inside which is the Google Universal Analytics tag. The next step is really going to be to migrate this over to Google Analytics 4, which is coming down the pike here. So we'll take that up shortly. In the short version is we just got the Google Tag container installed on the website and then dropped in the Google Analytics code into Tag Manager. And now, whenever you want to drop your Facebook pixel or your LinkedIn pixel or the code from Microsoft Ads or whatever scripts or tracking scripts you want to add, you can come here to Google Tag Manager and install them without having to go mess around with your theme files or anything like that. That's a good way to do things to keep you out of the code of your website and be able to add all the snippets you want without breaking anything. Okay, I hope this was helpful.